Well, look what's driving up. I'm excited. It's gonna be something cool. Been waiting for it for about a week and a half because all the holidays, Christmas holidays and New Year's and all that, it was a little bit longer than typical. But we'll see what it is here in a second. Oh, there it is. There's the box. Ooh, man. There it is. It says Fender on it. Hey, man, how are you?
Alright.
Doing alright?
Yeah. I figured this goes to you, but it's got your wife's salon on there.
Yeah, sometimes we do that because if they open earlier, and sometimes you guys, every now and then, will get FedEx or UPS for whatever reason early before I'm open, and so it's just to make sure I get it. All right, have a great day. Thank you. Well, I'll see. This is my new toy here. So let me see here. Man, I can't wait. I'm not gonna bore you guys with just me just slashing it open and pulling out of the box. I know y'all see that all the time. Everybody does it. I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna have the case laying here, and we'll open it together and kind of look, and I'll talk about it and show you what it is. Obviously you already know what it is by probably the thumbnail and the tag on the video, but anyway, let's get her done. Okay, I just got it out of the box. I'm going to show you guys the guitar, and here we go. Obviously you know it's a Fender. I mean, there's the name obviously, and here's the guitar. I'm excited to see. I'm nervous at the same time. I've wanted this guitar for I've wanted one of these guitars like this for years. I'll tell you the story when I'm done on why I chose it, what happened, how I acquired it, and how I could afford it, more than anything, because I know a lot of you guys are going to go, whoa. I mean, most people, this is not attainable, and I was lucky enough to get it at a crazy price, and I'll tell you how and what happened. So here it is. Let's see what it is. I'll shut up, show you guys. All right, here we go. Drum roll. I'm going to kind of back up. It is a Fender Custom Shop TELE 67, and it's, man, the case is beautiful. Wow. I mean, I've seen tons of pictures of the case and the guitar, and I have an awesome TELE. A lot of you have seen some of my collection. I never finished it. My guitar collection videos. I still intend to do that. But I don't have, believe it or not, except for a Buck Owens model, which I try not to play a whole lot because they don't make it anymore. I don't have a standard Telecaster setup. I have this guy. Let me show you right here. I don't hurt your eyes by moving the camera. I just broke a string teaching the other day. I have this guy. It's a deluxe, and it's got a you know, your middle pickup, position pickup, which is more like a Strat. I wanted a regular one, but I wanted a custom shop. I've wanted a custom shop, either TELE or Strat, for years and years. Obviously, they're, to me and a lot of you guys out there, they're just too much money. I mean, and they're amazing. I would go to the shows in California, to the NOS show, winter show, and I would just go in the booth, and of course they're always sold by in the first hour. All the companies have tags on them, but I would admire them and go, wow, man. I mean, to get one is just, you know, I'm not going to drop $5 or more, some of them even more, to get one. And I thought, man, you know, on Reverb I'll look, and maybe one day I'll come across one. So that's what I did. So I'm fixing to tell you the story and how I acquired it and so on and so forth. But this is what I wanted. I wanted one for years, and I really wanted to tell you. I have an awesome, several great Strats, and they're nice American Strats. But I only have that one TELE that I play and has that that deluxe, and that was actually my dad's TELE, and it means a lot. And I try not to play. I do teach on it some, but I try not to take it out and gig with it or anything like that. So this is going to be, believe it or not, I am going to gig. This is going to be my main TELE. One of my main guitars. I'll have a Strata TELE, and of course, you guys know I have my McPherson. And but yeah, this is it. So let's pull this up and kind of hold it here. And I know the color, it's different, and that's what I wanted. I wasn't looking for the same stuff you could get, you know, anywhere and everywhere else. You may or may not love it, but I do. And you know, I had always wanted. I'm usually, for those of you who've watched the channel, most of my guitars are rosewood necks. I do like maple, or fretboards rather. I do like a maple fretboard. And the one I was going to get, I was considering getting a maple, but I saw this one, and I'm going to tell you the story. I know I keep saying that, and man, I had to have it. So anyway, yeah, I'll go through that. Let's look through the case candy and see what all it comes with. This guy comes up, I guess. Yeah, so it has all your case candy, your strap, your ashtray cap for it, yeah, all the good stuff. It has the little certificate authenticity of that it is a 67 TELE, NOS, and so on and so forth. Let's see if y'all can get a good, I don't know if it's focusing good on that, but really amazing guitar. I'm so excited to be the owner. And so that's the guitar. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to show it a little better here. So I'll be back here in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So obviously you've seen the guitar now. This is my new TELE. It's a custom shop, Fender custom shop TELE, 67. And it's going to be my main player besides my Strat. I have I'm partial to Strats and TELEs. You guys that have watched my videos know that. I do like, and I have Les Pauls, but and I do play them occasionally, but typically if I'm playing out or if I just pick up a guitar and I'm practicing, this is what I play, is a TELE or a Strat. And I probably lean more towards the TELE than the Strat, but I love my Strat as well. Depends on what I'm playing. But yeah, this is, I'm excited. I haven't even plugged it up. You guys saw me after I just took it out. We all looked at it together. I had, of course, seen many photos of it and specs on it. And I'm going to do a spec rundown of it. And I'm going to do a video, hopefully after this, maybe in the next day or so, of the spec rundown, and I'm going to play it a little bit. But yeah, this was my Christmas present. I was going to tell you guys how I acquired it, what it is, and how I came about it. I'm not, you know, thousands of dollars is a lot to me as it is most of you guys out there. I'm not one that's going to go or able to go buy a $5,000 guitar whenever I want. And I wanted one of these forever. So I had found one about a year ago on, believe it or not, Facebook Marketplace in my area. It was a guy here in Houston selling a custom shop TELE, and I looked and looked at pictures, and he sent me pictures, and he was asking, at one point he was asking $25 for it, and it was a couple years old, but it was in immaculate shape, and that's a great price for it. $25 is a pretty solid price for one of these guitars if you've seen them and you know what they go for brand new. So I thought, well, and I started thinking, well, then I saw about a month later, 2 or 3 weeks later, he still had it, and he had dropped it to like $2,200. And that's obviously an even better price. And I was like, man, I didn't know if I wanted to spend that much. I really had about $1,700 or $1,800, and I really didn't want to spend that much, to be honest with you. I didn't really have it. It wasn't a Christmas gift. It was going to be out of my pocket. So I thought, okay, I'll shoot him an offer. So that's what I did. I shot him an offer for, I think it was $1,800. The guitar, he told me, he said no at first. The next day he sends me an email and or a little text. He says, hey man, tell you what, if you'll come today and pick it up, I'll sell it to you for 18. And I'm like, oh man. I said, okay. I said, you got a deal. Now, I was scrambling. I was teaching lessons. I was working. My wife was working. She wanted to go with me across town to get it. And we didn't get off, either one of us, till about 6 that day, 6 or 7. The store technically closes at 7 here. And usually we teach after. But that day happened to be a good day for me because I had a couple cancellations. And I was going to get off about 6. So I thought, well, heck, I'm going to shut the... there's some people teaching. I'm going to leave it open if they can handle it, if they can or can't. So I was going to leave the storefront open and then just close it at 7 on the nose. So that's what I did. So I started to leave. I literally had the cash in hand. Called the guy to tell him I was on way, and he said, "Oh, I just sold it on Reverb," which was really a frustrating. At the time, that's not what I thought. It's just Mickey Mouse to do that to somebody. Look, if you don't want to sell it to me for that, I get it. I've got guitars. I know what I want for them. I know what I need for them. But don't tell me you're going to sell it to me. Get me all amped up, and I get the cash. I'm ready to go. So I thought that was kind of weak. But he claimed he sold it. I think he kind of got cold feet. Long story. Trying to make this a long story, not too crazy. So I waited for another couple weeks, and I looked and looked and looked and looked to find one. Of course, couldn't find one in the price range I was looking at. Well, I then got an email from him. I think he emailed me this time, and he said, "Hey, man, all right, yeah, that's what it was. I'm sorry. I remember I saw it still listed, is what it was." And I emailed him back and I said, "Hey, dude, you still got this guitar? Is it for sale?" And he realized who I was. He said, no, I already sold it on Reverb. I said, well, it's still up, and this is a month later. Okay. And he said, man, I'll try to take that down. Well, then I noticed another month went by and it was still there. I'm not so sure that the guy did not sell it. I believe maybe he would just got cold feet and he didn't know how to handle it and say, hey, man, I don't want to sell it for that. I'm going to lose money, a lot of money, at $1,800. So that fell through, and it was a bummer. I was very bummed for a while because to get a custom shop TELE, I thought I'd never get one. Well, fast forwarded to about a month ago, not even a month ago, about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I found another custom shop on Reverb. This time they wanted 20, they had dropped it from 32 to 24, 2,500, 2,600 range, and of course that's way more than I wanted to spend. But my wife, who's awesome, she spoils me, and she said, look, I'm gonna get you Christmas anyway. How about if my mom and dad, and she made up 2 or 3 different people, give money, they know that's what you want, and we'll knock this thing down to almost nothing for you if you want it. And I had waited a couple days. I never had told her about it because I'm not gonna say, hey, I want a $2,500 guitar, would you buy one for me? I don't, she's so good to me. I'm not going to take advantage of her. So I thought, I didn't say anything. She said, why didn't you tell me 2 days ago? And I said, I didn't want to. She said, well, go ahead and buy it right now. And so we were literally shopping for Christmas, and I went to buy it, and it had literally, an hour before it was on there, because I just looked at it, had just sold. And I literally was again, very upset. So I thought, man, I'm not going to find the one I want. And it's not just the price. It's not 25 or under that I was looking for. It's not just that. I'm finding the exact what I want on the guitar, the type pickups, what they are, and so on and so forth, and what year model it is, and the kind of shape it's in, and so on and so forth. I know you get people. I'm going to get comments in the box, and you're going to say, oh yeah, I can find these all day long, and on Reverb for $2,500. Well, true to a degree, you can't find a bunch, but you might find some, but there might be, depending on the year, the color. Remember, if you're spending this kind of money, it's got to be the right thing. It's got to be the right color. It's got to be the right pickup setup. It's got to be the right year. It's got to be the right shape. For me, it does, and what kind of shape's in. Because this is not like a Road Worn series, which I do own, and I do like those. And I've got some back here on the wall that are killer. I love Road Worn series, but this one I wanted it to be, just a solid guitar. If there's nicks and dings and stuff, I wanted it to be something I put on. When I get old, really old and gray, I can tell my family or whoever I pass it on down to, hey, I did this at this time or whatever. Hopefully I won't do that because I try to take care of my guitars, but if I do. So that was my criteria. So I found, I went and looked. I thought I'd never find one because it took me a while to find the next one. It took me almost a year, and I looked and looked and looked. Well, I could not believe. I happened across this and I kept seeing it. I actually saw this one when I saw the other one, and I thought, and I wasn't real sure about the color, but I went back to it, and I had it on my watch list and on Reverb, if you do Reverb, and I kept going back to it and looking at all the pictures and reading the whole thing and reading as much about what, you know, the specs on it as I could. And the more I did, the color really kind of grew on me, because I didn't mind the blonde color anyway. This is called, I think it's Antigua, something like that. But I'll give you the specs in the next video when I play it and show you the specs. But it is such an unusual color, and that's what I love, unusual stuff. I don't want the same thing you've seen 20,000 times, especially if you're spending this kind of money. So this guitar, I think they had it for $3,200-$3,300. They had just did a 16% drop, and I think it went down to 28, and they dropped it again to 2504. And I thought, man, that's still a lot. So I talked to my wife and her mother and father-in-law. I had done a lot of work this year. Not that I charged them. We redid their house completely, and I did everything as far as cleaning it out and get them back into their house, so on and so forth. And I would, of course, not accept any payment. But so they gave a little more to me than they normally would have on a Christmas, and I didn't want that. I really didn't. I mean, I do that because I love my family. But they did, and it was very sweet and kind of them, and I'm very appreciative. And then my wife gave a considerable amount, and I got my guitar. So I'm so excited about it. Yeah, this cost about $2,500, but it is like I said, it's not used. It's mint custom shop TELE. If you see these at the shows, at the NOS shows, if you go to winter, summer, if you're able to go and fortunate enough to go, I go every year, and I'm fortunate enough to go every year. I don't think I've missed but one in the last 15, and I've been to almost 20 of them. I go in there and salivate every year over some of them. They're like, wow. I mean, some of them are ridiculous priced, and they're almost, you would buy them and be scared to play them. But this is going to be my player. It's going to be one of my main players. And I'm going to set it up like I like it. It's got the pickups. It's just amazing. And I'm excited. I can't wait to go in there and play it. I haven't done that. But finishing this video up, again, I'll show it to you guys. I know that y'all see it, but y'all get better view. I don't know if you can see, but it's really is amazing. And it's got the F logo on the neck plate here. But yeah, it's in pristine condition, of course. The case is amazing as well. I'll probably put the case up, and when I go to gigs and things like that, I'll use a gig bag, because I want to keep the case nice as well. But anyway, gonna say one more thing before I go. I know this has been 6 months since I've done a video, and I know I have gotten so many of you, and I appreciate that y'all are interested. Why aren't you doing videos anymore, man? And some of you, or most of you, are really kind about it. And there's some like, man, you know, why you start videos and don't do them? You know, people, there's some of them that are a little rude, but hey, listen, I'm glad that you're concerned and you want me to do videos. I appreciate that. My New Year's resolution was to get back on the videos. And the reason I didn't, a short reason, is we've had a lot, and those of you who've watched my videos know this as well, a lot of issues with my dad's health. I do a lot of the caregiving for my dad, from cleaning him up to getting him out of bed, into bed at night, just everything, helping my mother. And also we have my wife's mother, who's in renal failure, and she's at dialysis 3 days a week, along with she has congestive heart failure. She has about 4 or 5 things that should have killed her, and thank the Lord she's still here. But she's very ill, but we take care of her as much as we can as well. And my father-in-law just got a pacemaker. He's 87 put in, so they're both ill, and my dad's extremely ill. And we've just been, between that and our stores, and we were doing remodeling at that store, I just got overwhelmed, and I was like, man, getting these videos, people who make videos on YouTube can understand this. It takes a lot of time to shoot these videos. You have to set up, if you want it to be, good lighting, editing. I'm not even shooting on the camera I normally shoot on, because I was too lazy to get it all set up, because I didn't have much time before my lessons start today. I'm shooting on a little Canon GX7, great little camera, but I usually shoot on a Canon 80D that I really love. And but I will start shooting on that in the future. But right now, this is what what we get. I'm gonna start off with this, but I am gonna start doing videos this year. I know I've said that in the past and I dropped the ball. I apologize for that, and I hope you guys hang with me, and I hope you tell people to, if you like the videos, like and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a lot. We've gotten so much inventory, and it's sad that I've gotten so much in since the last videos, and I wasn't able to show you as it comes in. I usually like to do that. I wasn't able to, but I'll try to take some of the stuff that we've got in. There's a new brand that I took on that I don't think a lot of the people around here are doing. I'm gonna start doing some videos on those guitars as well. And also took on several other lines in electrics back here that you'll see. So yeah, I'm excited about the new year. I'm going to try to keep videos up. I hope you guys like it. If you do, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, please. That's the best way to subscribe. Tell people about it. I'm going to try to grow it. I'm going to try to keep doing videos now. Back in the saddle. I'm going to continue doing this. I hope you enjoyed this. And I look very soon for the spec video on this, and then I'm gonna play it a little bit. My next endeavor is to get me a Vox AC30. I've been wanting one for a long time. I've had friends that's had them. I've played them for a long time. I really like the amp. It's either that or a Fender Twin. I used to have a Twin and I miss it, so I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. Depends on it depends on what I can afford. That's my next endeavor. I have amps, but after I get that, I'm set. I'm going to start gigging this year, getting my band back together. We're going to start doing dates. I'm going to do a lot of videos of that as well. And so that's the amp I actually want to play on stage along with this and some other things. So yeah, so I'm excited about this year. Lord willing, everything goes well. We'll be gigging. We'll have those videos. We'll have shop videos. I'll do other things if you guys want. But again, thumbs up if you like it. I hope you do, and share this video, or at least tell people, hey man, check him out. And if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. That's awesome if you could do that. And I will let you guys go. I'm going to start trying to, also last thing, I'm going to start trying to respond to you guys. I have literally ignored so many of y'all, not on purpose. I knew they were there, just never got back on to do it. Been so busy, and that's not an excuse. But I'm going to try to be better at it from here on out. If you have any questions, comments, I appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for your patience. I hope everybody has a great and happy and prosperous new year. And remember guys, play like it's your last day. We'll see you guys later.